What do you love about being home? Is it having a cup of morning tea or coffee? Playing with your kids? Reading in bed? The smell of clean laundry? What items do you cherish most? Is it a family heirloom, a Bible, your wedding dress, your box of tools? The essence of home goes far beyond a place of residence. If you've ever been far from home, you'll know that it's often the simple things that are missed most. A smell, a taste, or a song can bring you back to that familiar place in a split second. Home is about rituals, rhythms, and relationships. In the words of Michael Messenger, home is when the rhythm of my heart beats with the rhythm of a place. What would you do if your rhythms of home were disrupted? If you were forced to leave everything that's familiar behind? This is the reality for over 60 million people in the world today. They've fled their homes due to war, violence, persecution, or natural disaster. They seek refuge. They are refugees. They travel over mountain ranges, through deserts, and across the sea. They're at the mercy of smugglers, border guards, and policymakers. They are Mary and Joseph with baby Jesus, fleeing Herod. As the gateway to Europe, Greece is at the epicenter of the current refugee crisis. Refugees from Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan, Eritrea, and other countries are braving the Mediterranean in rubber dinghies that are sometimes assembled moments before the voyage. Of those who survive the passage, most continue on to Germany or another country with more opportunity. But as countries close their borders, thousands of refugees find themselves stuck in Greece.
We went to Piraeus, the ancient port of Athens that ferries and trucks still use every day. There were tents everywhere. We saw kids running in between trucks. At one point, we saw a 3-year-old boy stare 20 feet down into the water below. I watched as a woman with Louis Vuitton luggage boarded her cruise ship, looking around confused as to what all these people in tents were doing.
The old abandoned Ellinikon airport in Athens had been made into a makeshift refugee camp. And there's something so ironic about seeing signs like departures and gate 13 in a place where people are stuck. And as you walk in, it's hot, it's chaotic, but families had clustered their tents together in the terminals and put down blankets in between to make it feel as homey as possible. An 8.5-year-old girl drew me a picture. Her dad told me that while the rest of the family wanted to go to Germany, she'd always wanted to go to Canada. This family had been away from home for 4.5 months. On average, the length of time a refugee spends in exile is 17 years. Masood fled Afghanistan as a teenager and lived in Iran for several years. But when his daughter was born, she was denied documentation, meaning she couldn't go to school or access any services in Iran. It was too dangerous to return to Afghanistan, so Masood decided to bring his family to Europe. 2 years ago, he made the dangerous voyage across the Mediterranean with his wife, 8-year-old daughter, and 45-day-old son. They left from a beach in Turkey in the middle of the night, hoping to reach one of the Greek islands.
We take a boat, small boat. We are all together, 50 people. The sea is very peaceful. For half an hour, that was good. Then wind started to come. Sea is like crazy. The night is like dark. No light, no light. Water come in boat full. I asked God, God, please save me. I think 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning we got in Greece. The boat get broken from the rocks. Everybody fell down in the sea. No way to go up. That memory is like painful, you know. It's not a good experience, not good.
The boat crashed onto the Greek island of Chios. Masood's wife was stuck under the boat, so he handed his infant son to his daughter and went down to rescue her. When he got back, his daughter was crying.
She take hand to eyes and and she was crying. I asked her, "Where is your brother?" She said, "I don't know, people hit me and I lost him." The time I cannot do anything. My soul is like broken.
Miraculously, he saw a piece of garment from the corner of his eye and pulled his son out of the cold water. The baby wasn't breathing, but they managed to revive him. When Masood and his family reached Athens, he encountered Christians who were helping refugees. He described them as kind, merciful people, and he began to ask why. They said they loved people because they'd received love. He began reading the Bible, came to faith, and was baptized. His wife was also baptized a few months later.
Yes, I lost all my money. I lost my job and I lost everything. But I found the truth here. This is important for me.
One thing that struck me about Masood's story is he said, country used to be the most important thing to me. But now that I have peace inside, country doesn't matter so much to me anymore. And as I watched him love and serve the refugees around him, I thought, that is a changed life. True home is found in the heart of God. Every time we invite a refugee to experience a moment of home, we proclaim a bigger story, one of God's love. When we learn their language, remember their name, provide for their needs, play with their kids, and share a meal, we say, "Welcome home."